And I believe I am live. I remember the last time I did a stream like this. Oh gosh. All right. Hopefully this will not. It's repeating in the headset, but I think it stopped now. Dang it! All right. Well, we're gonna take this moment to let people come in. I am about to start Pragmata. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna have to, as any good author does, I have to get some homework out of the way because everyone's gonna be asking me, and they have been asking me for the past few past few weeks, where's Domes of Calrathia? Where's some other projects? Why is it taking so long for Last Human chapters? And the answer is to that. I'm still trying to figure out how to stop this from freaking playing my own voice in my headset. All right, let's try this. All right, that stop it. I think that stopped it. All right. So the truth is on Domes of Calrathia, it's upcoming. I'm hoping to get it done by early next year. The thing about that is it's really hard to write 3 books simultaneously. Um, and I'm trying to. Sorry. It's still freaking playing. I have no idea how to change it. It costs $60. The game does. This game does Pragmata. So I'm currently working on Last Human. I'm currently working on. Yes, I am a streamer now, Alfred. I'm currently working on a secret project with a high-profile influencer, but I signed an NDA, so I can't tell anyone about it. Other than I'm working on it. And then the next project is Domes of Calrathia. And then after that, I'll switch over to finishing up Vagabonds. And then I'll be alternating between Last Human and Vagabonds in terms of just 2 projects that I'm working on simultaneously. And that's if I don't get any other high profile projects to work on. Yep. And I'm still trying to figure out the fucking setting. It should be very easy to do this. It should just be a button. I have no idea why it's doing this echo thing. Let's try this. All right. I'm trying to see if this is the right mute button. People in chat, please tell me if I've just completely muted myself and you can't hear me altogether. Yeah, Alfred, the problem is I can hear the echo and it's distracting. No, that's just not working. All right, I'm just going to have to deal with it. All right, it's gonna be very, very distracting to listen to, but I don't know how to fix it. Actually, you know what? Let's search it up. So apparently, the libs are saying Pragmata is pedophilia, just because you have a healthy father-daughter relationship in it. But You're using OBS. Pretty sure that might have playback. Honestly, I just want to play the game without hearing my own voice. All right. All right. Edit mic settings. Echo cancellation. That is on. Let's see. How about now? Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself? All right. Wait, I have an idea to fix it. All right. All right. Can I hear myself still? Can I hear myself still? Dang it. Yeah, I have 69 people watching me being a complete freaking boomer. Can't figure out my mic settings. Oh, that's great. All right. You sound good to us. Anyway, I'm starved for good horror. You got any recommendations? Well, I've been currently going through the name escapes. It's like Gal Tanabe. It's some Japanese guy, but he did some wonderful manga illustrations of Lovecraft stories. And my favorite is At the Mountains of Madness. He did a beautiful job on that one. He also did Call of Cthulhu and a bunch of others. I'm sorry about the weird gaps. It's because my own voice is distracting me from talking. Yeah, welcome to streaming. Is this how it is for new streamers? You know, you see, here's the thing. As big of a disaster as this one is currently shaping up to be, it is nowhere close to my first ever stream, which I did the new Warframe update a year ago. And I did not know I had to add myself to the stage in StreamYard. So what happened was I was completely mute for 30 minutes. Everyone lost interest and walked away. Am I using a headset mic, or a desktop mic? I'm currently using a desktop mic with a headset. But that is interesting. I think. All right. Let's see if I can edit mic settings. I think you actually might be onto something. If I just turn the speaker off. All right. All right. Can I still hear myself? All right. How about now? Can I still hear myself? No, it's still going through. All right. I'm so glad I spent the first 10 minutes of this just trying to figure out how to change the mic. By the way, if anyone has any topics and comment that we can talk about while I try and troubleshoot this, please field them. It's growing pains. Don't sweat it. I'm trying. I just want to play the game without hearing my own voice. That is all I want to do. I muted StreamYard. It shouldn't be playing anything to me. Oh wait, I know what it is. I have my own stream. All right, I fixed it. I had my own stream open in browser so I could share the link on X. Oh my gosh, I'm such a boomer. Thoughts about the Dark Souls video essays. They were great for a while. It's the problem with creating those types of content is that they've completely replaced the actual story of the game. Like you're supposed to, in the intended experience, you're only supposed to get snippets, right? You're only supposed to get, pieces of information, and you're supposed to work to connect them together. But the problem with this is, you have a bunch of YouTubers and they basically write Miyazaki's story. They basically just write his entire story, and since everyone goes to watch them because they want to know what the Miyazaki story is, they lose out on the actual game. I don't think anyone's to really blame in this situation, but it's a tragedy how people engineer themselves out of the intended experience. Which, it's their choice. It's their choice. There's no wrong way to play a single player game, right? I just wish there had been a method to preserve the mystery and confusion for players, because you have to design a game now around the players meta, like min-maxing it, and it's rough. It's rough. It's a hard question. Isaac Young got one for the chat. In y'all's opinion, what character invokes satanic evil the most accurately? For my money, Am, from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Am's a really excellent example of this, but he's not exactly a satanic character. He is an AI, right? So, his expression of the demonic actually doesn't really stem from it, what an actual Satan character. Like, Am hates humanity because he can't be human. Satan does not hate humanity because he can't be human. Now, what Harlan Ellison nailed was just expressing the hatred of, like, it's similar, extremely akin to the intensity that a lot of other media miss out on. The hatred. That's what I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream really succeeds in. I'm gonna give this another 3 minutes before we're gonna hop into the game. But yeah, that's my take on I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Best satanic character that's ever been depicted in fiction. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I can't really come up with one at the moment. Oh, sorry, just got here. Which Satan are we talking about? We're talking about, there's a previous question in the chat. We're talking about I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, and whether that character evoked satanic evil accurately. Anyways, all right. So now that I'm not hearing my own voice, I can actually think and talk. So the interesting thing about this game is that a bunch of leftist came out and said it was pedophilia. Obviously it's not, but I just find it very interesting that progressives have spent the past decade telling crypto story. Like you have to judge things by the skin color of the characters, or you get the message through the particularities of which archetype is supposed to be where. They tell a lot of crypto stories that way, so who's supposed to be the bad guy and who's supposed to be the good guy, depending on all these very if you're looking at it from the outside, until they get really preachy moment, you would not know what the symbols are supposed to align with. But since they've had control of the mainstream for decades at this point, everyone's onto the. So it's very interesting when you think in stories is through that symbolism. They try to read that into foreign media, and that's what's triggered a lot of people in Pragmata is, story is supposed to be pointing to some crypto progressive message, but it's not. It's just a healthy father-daughter relationship. But unfortunately, that's all they can see. Audio failing. Is audio failing? Is audio failing in chat? I'm going to continue talking and let. I hope the game sound is still in there. No? Okay, that's good. All right, let's scroll back up. I'll answer one or two more questions, then we can dive right into the game. So, thoughts on games presenting narrative through open gameplay itself instead of I mean, so I'll complete the question for everyone here. Thoughts on games presenting narrative through open gameplay itself instead of pseudo film linear roller coaster stories. That's my preferred because if it's just a film plot in a video game, then you're essentially denying yourself the strengths of the medium. You're denying yourself player choice in favor of linear intact narrative. And that's not the wrong way. Like that's not the objectively the wrong way to go, right? But it is weakness, and there are trade-offs that you make. And I don't think we've really seen a masterpiece quite yet in terms of a game that allows just ditches the narrative entirely in favor of immersing yourself in an open world. And maybe it does exist, and maybe I just haven't played it or I'm unaware of it. But immersing yourself in a world. I mean, I guess that's Skyrim to a certain extent, but Skyrim, you're not role playing as being another person and being another world. You're just a stealth archer the entire time, and all the other mechanics are very loosely bolted on around dungeon crawling. It's a dungeon crawler. Like my ideal would be something very courageous with, say, Cyberpunk 2077. Not that that game was that, but my ideal Cyberpunk 2077 would have been it. I would have loved to see something that was truly ambitious and different to gameplay, where instead of the narrative being bolted onto the open world, the world was just that was the game, the gigs, the side quests. How do you tackle these challenges? How do you live an actual life in Night City? Thousands of hours trying to awkwardly shove this story into an open world game. The world is the game. Sort of like something like when the immersive Sims, like System Shock 2 probably be a good example, right? Except expanded so much where you're actually, you're living your day-to-day mercenary life. How do I feel about the Elder Scrolls series? This will be the last question I'll field before I move on to the game. Let's see. How do I feel about Elder Scrolls? I think Elder Scrolls, I don't really have a controversial opinion on it. I think Elder Scrolls is just representative of Bethesda's trajectory as a games company, and they toned down all the distinctive elements which simultaneously, drove away players, but also made they traded their niche audience for a mainstream audience, and so they lost all the special things that made them stand out as a games company. It's not a unique trend by any means, and on top of Starfield being procedurally generated, which that just destroyed all their strengths because their strength was the handcrafted open world. But not only that, but they became they just became insufferable with their storytelling, like pretty much every mainstream company. Well, I thought you were joking about becoming a streamer. Well, nope, I am very much becoming a streamer. Partly to, I want to play games. I want to play video games, and I want to enjoy myself. But also, I can't justify playing video games unless it's for some broader purpose. Because I got stuff to do, and I don't know. If any of y'all are thinking this is taken away from writing time, it's not. Because chapter 51's already finished. I just need to do some revisions, and it'll probably be uploaded tonight. It's already like the rough draft of chapter 51, The Last Human, is done. I just need to go through it. All right. So let's we've messed around for a little bit. Let's go into the game itself. And let me bring up chat. The Zoomer accepts his streamer fate. Yeah, I know. Hey, I'm not the one who turned everything into social media drama. Start game on standard difficulty, like action games. Yep. Normal mode. All right. Let's make sure the game's sound is coming through, because that's important. Just tell me if you hear the game. Hey, Lunar Base. All right. Yeah, tell me if the game's muted. No. Oh my gosh! Just as we fix the audio issues. All right, I'll let me pause this. All right, let's see. All right. Communications, speakers, headphones, microphone. All right, let's try now. All right, how about now? This is so frustrating. Play the game audio. That's all I'm asking. Yeah. Again, complete boomer moment here. I am secretly Isaac old. All right, so communications, microphone. Let's go headphones. All right. All right, so mic. Let's put that in. All right, so that's what I'm talking. All right. Complete Zoomer moment. Actually, are they less tech literate than millennials? Yes. But here's the thing. I've never done streaming. So I feel like I'm a bit justified in this. All right. Still no audio? Yeah, I'm Isaac Old. All right. I'm secretly Isaac Old. I've lied to you the entire time. I am Isaac Ancient. All right. All right. Oh my gosh. Still no audio. Chamomile TV. Hey, dude, I was reading your book last night. Oh, thanks. Hope you enjoy it. Am I using OBS? I'm using StreamYard because I thought StreamYard would be easy with this. All right. Let me go into. We are going to troubleshoot this problem, and I am so sorry. It's 23 minutes. And we're still ironing out the mic issues. All right. StreamYard not detecting game audio. Ensure you are sharing and have clicked share tab box. All right. Let's do this. This is technology. I'm a Zoomer. I got to be able to fix this. All right. All right. Have you read Jim Butcher's Dresden Files? No, I haven't. I got a long list of stuff I have to read. I am way too busy. Oh, someone just said they finished Last Human Volume 1. Yeah, that's great. I always enjoy when people listen to my stuff. Oh gosh, I'm trying to. All right, I'm gonna see if. All right, I'm gonna click stop share screen for a minute. We're gonna see what that does. And then we're gonna share screen, and we're gonna go to a window, and we're gonna click also share system audio, like it should have been from the beginning. And I'm gonna hit the pause button and unpause it. And everyone's going to hear the audio, and it's going to be fixed.
Roger. Switching to manual control. Confirmed.
All right. Please tell me, chat. Can you hear this?
Lights up. Lights on.
Yes!
Landing struts. Down and great. Thrusters and brakes. Operational. We're clear for landing.
Hey!
Oh, man.
It sounds tinny, though. Are you sure it's not coming? Listen, I am just going to take this win, all right? I'm just going to take this win. It took 23 minutes for me to figure this out.
Applications are practically endless. You can create almost anything as long as you have a blueprint. It'd be nice if they could whip up someone to answer.
Yeah, you're right. Here we go.
We flew all the way out here.
I like to keep myself as a presence
on
the screen.
Well, then let's get in there and scope it out. Corporate's waiting.
All right. Listen, I said I was stone cold, and I was, half propaganda. I'm not stone cold. I love wholesome. It's a sad truth, but I am actually Isaac Wholesome. I love wholesome media. When do we get the face cam? Never, because unfortunately I'm not at a point in my life where I want to show my face to the world. Because it's just job stuff.
Comms check. We good?
Like, yep. All right, if I was making like,
channels
I don't know, 100K a year off streaming, which I'm never gonna do. This is completely a side thing to do for fun. But I'd probably do a face reveal then. But I'm not interested in sharing my personal life.
Heck.
All right.
Grav syncs aren't working.
Good gosh. Let me go into the graphics and up. Like,
watch your step.
Clearly, they detected my system and put me on the low mode.
Just give me a moment here.
Book money, though. Someone says. Yeah, it's not a lot.
I can't believe I missed my daughter's birthday for this. You got kids? Sounds rough.
Indie authors are famous for making lots and lots of money. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't trade it for a thing.
I've already played Mouthwashing. I've already played Chrono Trigger. I've already played Soma. I have not played Xenogears. Yeah, book money is $12.67 a month. Yeah, that's real. That's too real. It's like for me about $200 a month, but it's still.
Optimization sequence.
I try to boost my friends, but I remember for such a long time it was like $5 a month. I was like, this is not a good career choice.
All right, let's do it. Just get in and get out. Roger.
I have not played Sea of Stars.
After you.
All right. So I'm talking so much, I distracted myself from the game. Let's get into this. All right, first we're gonna update the graphics because my computer is better than this. I paid money for this computer. All right, graphics. Where are you? Wait, I'm on HUD. Borderless window. Now let's go borderless window. Screen resolution, VSync. Just get me the textures. Hair quality. Why are you not letting me? All right. We're going to go to quality. Because that's the quality I deserve. All right. I'm just going to make sure. All right. Did that actually change anything? Why is the hair quality still... Why is it on? All right. Good gosh, it's one problem to another. All right. You gotta be kidding me. I can't. I've never seen a system that was like, no, you can't have high fidelity. All right. Let's see. All right. Boop, 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 boop. All right, this is gonna bother me because I have a better computer than whatever setting it's putting me on. Yeah, the video's frame rate's a bit choppy. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to troubleshoot that, sadly. Not yet. Pragmata won't let me turn graphics up. Or locked configuration. Update your GPU drivers when the game is it. All right. Okay, we're not gonna do this for too long. So I'll do a second stream where this is fixed. I know this is gonna be like, it's annoying me, but I'm not delaying this another 30 minutes to try and fix this problem. And besides, you know, we can start tomorrow with better graphics. All right, finally playing the game. Wow, it's only been half an hour. Let me try and get chat up on my phone. All right. We're working this. We're working this. All right, so we're on a space station. All right. Can I jump? Video is just my AV. What? This is not sharing. Ah! Did it seriously try and... Did it seriously just automatically cancel my freaking stream? This is sabotage. This is sabotage. All right. All right, we're back. We are back.
You can climb the cargo to get up here.
No stairs? Really?
Lumen film can absorb and copy any information it comes in contact with. Required for various upgrades at the shelter. Nice to know. All right.
You, over here.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on. No. No. All right. Dang it. Now, come on. We're not having this. We're not having this. I can climb. I'm just gonna warn everyone. I'm literally the worst. I'm terrible at video games. All right, like I've completely brain rotted. I'm a boomer. I'm 100% a boomer. All right, hey, there we go. All right, now if I can get my chat back up. This is a really duct tape situation where I'm trying to make everything work, but you know, it's. I'm glad I'm encountering these problems so I can iron them out for later. Isaac is a games journalist. I am.
What a mess.
Not exactly a popular hangout, is it?
All right. That's interesting. So there's bodies or robots.
What's this rubble doing here? We're gonna need some backup.
We're gonna need some backup. Okay, something's wrong with the space station. I was completely distracted trying to fix mic issues and get the game up. Oh gosh, this is reminding me of Quake 4 graphics. It's tragic.
Welcome to the cradle. Please state your request.
Clear us a path and then take us to the data center.
As you wish.
The robots are evil, I'm calling it.
What went down here?
Rumor is we're going to be sending most of the people here back to Earth soon anyway. Just leave everything up to AI. Yeah, and then they send us when the thing needs fixing.
All right.
It's like I always say. You can't trust a bot.
Speaking of lightsabers, it is so difficult. I've discovered it is so difficult to make laser swords, like space swords in general,
Really not gonna
without
come out here and
invoking
beat us?
Star Wars.
Yeah, something's
Star Wars
off.
like owns that, and it was a nightmare because I wanted a sci-fi weapon for The Last Human, and I was trying to figure out,
You all feel that?
okay, how do I make this a sword and have it not be Star Wars?
Seismic activity detected.
So my answer to that problem was, I'm just gonna make it like as rad as hell. I'm gonna make it where it's connected to a black hole, and it sends your soul to be stuck in a black hole. In absolutely no way invoke lasers whatsoever. Whoop! Things are happening. People are dying.
You all right here? Yeah, but our crew.
Our crew.
Watch out!
Oh no! Oh no!
Captain!
EI's rebelling. Who could have predicted this? Oh! Gets knocked out. He's knocked out. Yeah, that was Dress Bear. That was my main concern when writing The Last Human was, okay, I need space swords, but they can in no way, shape, or form bring to mind Star Wars. Whoop, here we go. Here's the first introduction.
Suit integrity compromised. First aid protocol is offline.
Shinzo Abe is calling from the dead. Please have families. Hello, space daughter. Congratulations, you're a dad. No, I am not.
Integrating.
You see, unlike y'all, I cannot be placated. I cannot be influenced or manipulated. This is the robot AI, and it's evil. I'll never forget that. Everyone from Project Hail Mary, everyone's like, oh yes, Rocky, he's so cute. Not me. I was like, Rocky's an alien. He deserves to be exterminated.
Vitals stable.
It's a trick.
Awakening
It's a
subject.
trick.
Hugh Williams.
All aliens are evil. Ooh. Xenos Scum is a different story, yeah.
There you are. All better.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You can just see the ghost hand of Shinzo Abe all over this.
Yeah. You patched me up. Can't believe someone brought that kid out here. Hey,
Hello, this is Edis, your autonomous space administrator. Unregistered guest identified. Walker, please remove him from the premises.
hey, watch out. There's something right here.
Yeah. Alright, use your primary weapon to attack. LT aim, RT fire. Alright. It's just like Dark Souls, people. Ah!
Oh, come on. Damn it. Hey, get behind me. Move. Hey, you need to...
I think I can help. Bypassing first and second firewalls, helping control protocols. Analyzing, converting the interrupt matrix. Visualization complete. Initiating hack.
Yeah. Alright, reach the... Alright, exit node. Alright, I think I get it.
What the heck was that?
There's no time to explain.
Oh, okay, I see.
Hey, what did you just do?
I hacked it.
Let me find my gun. Alright. So this is interesting. Alright.
You're not human?
So,
Tell me what's going on here. Forget it. This can wait. We got bigger problems.
yeah, I'm on the controller.
Captain? Are you okay?
I just reached the Rakasa chapters. What are Rakasa supposed to look like? They look like evil
Captain?
cyborg lizards.
Captain!
I kind of like imagined when I wrote that.
I
Like
can't
they're
hurt.
kind of
How am I supposed to do that?
the raptor alien was supposed to be representing lizards as the dinosaur. The Rakasa represent the satanic dragon. All right.
Locked.
I can open it.
All right. Yeah. Someone said I picture their Rakasas come out. Yeah, they're kind of like that. All right.
Suit integrity compromised. Maintenance required. For your
Can I take this? Okay. All right.
safety, access is restricted. Please utilize advanced. Suit life support systems are fully restored. Initiating unlock.
I mean, that would be awesome, Alfred. Anyways. So I had a bit of a thesis. On Twitter. Where I was talking about the grizzled
See the tram.
PTSD man protecting autistic wizard daughter. And I stand by that. That is just so. Basically, why does the little girl always have the sorcery powers? Alright? Because you notice this everywhere. Where, the dad figure is always this awesome soldier. And then the daughter has wizard powers of some kind. Like, specifically in this game, it's sci-fi. It's sci-fi justification. But this is no different than magic. Let's be real. This is no different than magic. and it's representing, you know, the masculine. That's fairly straightforward. All right, it's the aesthetic of the warrior is something that's very obvious. But when trying to depict feminine energy, it's ethereal. It's not as physically present. And that's, you know, you can see this play out pretty much across all of fiction. It's like there's something more mysterious to the feminine, whereas the guy is, you know, you can tell exactly what he is on his head.
Okay, you better stay up there. I'll get us to that tram.
Glue in the hack, it's more damage. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The point is, it's that contrast, you see, and it doesn't really work, you know, if you if the young 5-year-old girl is shooting guns. I mean, he could play that for satire. But it's sort of interesting. It's very interesting. Oh shit! Another cutscenes. It's very interesting how the writers solve the problem of two characters who need to cooperate like this.
What's that?
Got it.
Emergency mode activated. Rerouting destination to the shelter. Structural integrity of boarding dock below acceptable parameters.
Children are better suited.
How am I supposed to get
Children
back
are
to my
better
ship?
suited for cruise serve weapons anyway. I totally agree. We need to give that little girl a 50 cal.
What the hell happened here?
Well, yeah, like rotten meat 59340. I mean, you can say that, but it's basically describing the same thing, right? It's like the masculine is physical, whereas the feminine is more
just
ethereal.
What are you?
I am
And,
DI-03367.
you know, like I said
State-of-the-art
before, like
Pragmata created
it's
here at the Cradle.
esoteric.
I possess basic life-saving protocols.
Okay,
and
okay, that's enough. I don't need the user's manual. All right, next question. What the hell is going on here? And why are these things trying to kill us?
I don't know.
State of the art, huh? I can't believe they're all gone. Guess I'm on my own now. Hey,
I am DI-03367. A state-of-the-art Pragmata
hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something?
I said I am DI.
Okay, all right. Cussing from the child. She's a clanker, all right?
You.
Fundamentally, you got to keep this in mind. You got to keep this in mind.
Yeah. From now on, you can be Diana. How's that fit?
She's a droid designed to manipulate emotions.
I don't do babysitting, but
so Shinzo
I'm gonna need
Abe
your
can
help,
convince
and,
Japan to start having children
Hugh.
again. But she's
Diana.
both literally a droid. I'll remain silent for this scene.
Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Diana?
Diana.
Yeah, you think the artist designing this didn't know exactly what they were doing? All right. I know what they were doing. They
One
know what they're
Pragmata
doing.
and
They
one
can't pull on my
detected.
heartstrings that easily.
Welcome to the emergency shelter. Reactivating the filament repair portal.
Automatic repair. That's convenient.
License level 0. Reactivating primary functions.
Mr. Young, why are you grinning? What? You can't see me. There's no camera attached to this. I'm getting paranoid. I'm gonna check the stream. All right, all right. I mean, Julian second, yeah, it's a bit too obvious emotional manipulation. I don't mind that per se. You can hear the grin. I don't mind that per se because it's like, again, it's wholesome. It got on my nerves with Rocky from Project Hail Mary, where the story wasn't able to connect with me because it was unable to immerse me. This might do a better job than that.
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth. Why isn't this working?
0110011000011.
Oh, that's creepy.
So, relay channels are locked down. Got the comms tower. Damn. Here we go. Look at this. The tram line leading to the solar power plant is still running. If we get the main power back up, we can ride the rail all the way to the tower. What do you think? It's not even that far. Hey. Diana. Diana?
Yeah? What?
See this spot?
It's a robot. It's a robot.
Get here in one piece?
Don't be manipulated.
I guess you would know that, would you?
Nope, but I have an idea.
It's a droid.
Really?
Yeah, we'll go, and if you don't get hurt, that means it's safe. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
We are strong. No, it's not working. Alright, the shelter is a place for Pine Eyes Enemy where you can safely upgrade and adjust your loadout. Alright. The problem is, this is why I haven't anticipated streaming, is I cannot focus at the game, like on the game at all while talking. I've just realized this. So maybe I should play Minecraft next. Because I already know how to do that. Alright. And it's more of a game for discussing things. Anyways, so someone said in chat that good propaganda is good. And, you know, it's very interesting because, you know, whenever someone says, all right, you know, what's the difference between propaganda and art, really? My definition that I like using is that good art points to the true, the good, and the beautiful. All right? And where people get confused really often is they think the true and the good and the beautiful is not a belief. But it is a belief. You have to believe that certain things in the world are good. All right? And let's say you have a political ideology that espouses actually good things. Like, we are in this for the sake of human flourishing. We are in this to be moral people. Then, you know, you can view that as propaganda when that ideology influences the art that's being made. But it's kind of like it's also not really propaganda, because what defines propaganda is that it's false. It's something that's trying to sell you on a false thing. It's not, you know, it's fake. Whereas, you know, an actual piece of art is selling you on something that's true. All right, and so, you know, I can look at this and I say, oh yeah, I can see what the artists are doing here. But the fundamental father-daughter mechanic that it's going for, the relationship, that is a true thing in the artwork. I mean, it's literally true. I was at work this weekend, right? And one of my coworkers brought in his daughter. She was absolutely adorable in the same way this kid was. Like, it's not a false thing, even though this one is, you know, a robot made by artists trying to manipulate me. But again, we're strong. We're strong individuals. We're not gonna fall for this. Cynical take. I make art, you entertain, he propagandizes. I mean, all right. The point is, you can feel it when propaganda is selling you on a false thing. Like, it's whenever progressives make entertainment, you know, they're selling you a false reality. What's that meme? Or sorry, it is the meme itself that progressives can't meme. They have to layer complex propaganda together to sell their vision as being somewhat coherent, when, you know, the idea that you can transition sexes is completely incoherent. Oh my gosh. Anyways, all right. I gotta stop being distracted and actually play the game. Otherwise, I'm gonna do that Minecraft thing where you're just running around and talk. All right, let's get to it.
Well, let's try our best, Hugh.
Yo, I'm gonna need your support till I'm back home.
It's pretty fun talking like this. Let's talk a bunch while we have the chance.
You know, the more I'm around you, the more you seem like a real kid. I wonder how many bots like you are hanging around here.
Not many, because I'm specially made. I'm DI-03367, a state-of-the-art Pragmata created here at the Cradle.
Here you go again. Diana, I heard you, all right?
All right, I guess, okay, all right. Can you just talk to her whenever?
Hacking seems pretty intense. What exactly are you doing?
Well,
I'm telling you, she's a
I'm
wizard.
Pragmata that Edis can't control.
Yeah, so
She's a wizard.
And like, I've always had this function.
You know,
that lets me
it's all sci-fi mumbo jumbo, but realistically,
day,
this
I
is
just
no
tried it
different from her wearing a
Pretty
pointy
cool,
hat and
huh?
casting spells.
Whoa, that is pretty wild. So you're like some super adaptable AI bot?
I'm not some AI bot. I'm a state-of-the-art
And I spoke too soon.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna kill some
Okay, then.
robots.
Guess we should make for the power plant.
All right. Play the game. You're gonna actually play the game. Aaron Meat 5934 says it's a weak distinction. Propaganda is the feature of broadcast media. It's framing the discussion. Yeah, but you know, broadcast media.
Why is it so dark? Guess no one's home.
When it's done, like, you know, people can tell the difference.
Mode.
All right, dang it! Now I'm also have to try and concentrate in the game and have an argument. Warning, anomaly detected. The power plant has entered emergency mode. Cradle power output is currently limited to 35% of standard capacity trans, and supplementary facilities are now non-operational. Restart the main power generator on the top of... I like how it's orange to tell you that's important. All right, so we gotta restore power. That's great. But figure out why the AI is killing everyone. All right.
It's locked. Of course, emergency mode. Not sure what I was expecting.
Looks like we have a power switch nearby. Let's go find it.
Gosh, this is taking me back to Quake 4. Pretty sure no one said that yet in the discourse. My gosh, the low textures are taking me back to, you know, the early 2000s, or whenever Quake 4 released, somewhere around there. All right. Lockdown procedures. Every rookie team just operate the terminals. What's an interesting? So just continuous. Honestly, I sometimes. All right. Is there a reason I'm just not going to tap this forever? All right, that's interesting. All right, we're going to go over here. Oh, yeah. They have a mechanic where she's on the back. Guys, it's just like Mikola and Radon. All right. They're going to make me...
Got it!
Backup generators online. To restore full functionality, please reboot the main power terminal on the top floor.
I remember when that DLC came out.
Top floor, huh?
And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Moog beat the allegations." Oh crap! All right.
We did it!
Hey, killed the robot.
Why did it attack us? Did you do something bad?
Just doing my job. Does that count?
Ah. Wait. Okay, so that's the dash. All right. This is just like Warframe. Oh gosh, I don't even want to talk about Warframe.
Walkers are pretty crazy. From handling small stuff to knocking out big tasks, they got it covered.
There are no kids here, but if there were, they could probably handle them too. And with Edith managing the lot, they're always there when you need them.
Man, what should we do? It's just so much easier to let the walkers handle it.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of
Because it's
work
probably
to
someone's kid.
Like,
Sorry, why would someone make a clanker hacker into the form of a child? It's probably because, like, I guarantee you, like, the guy who made her was trying to make his dead daughter or something. It's always the explanation. There's another Warframe. There's another Warframe guy in chat. Believe me, man, it gets better. Like, you just gotta walk away from the addiction. Go cold turkey. Alright.
Online.
Now here's the thing, and I'm glad the game's not going to do this. But you know, why would you make like a robot in the form of a child? In real life, it would be 100% to manipulate you. All right. Yeah. If you're wondering why I'm playing so bad, it's because I have to constantly like stop my phone from not going to sleep so I can see the YouTube chat, because I couldn't figure out how to make it show up in front of the game. Like it's showing for you guys, but it's not showing for me. And I was like, all right, I just want to get this done with. All right, return to the shelter. Yes, I don't even know if I really accomplished the mission. Oh. The blue squares. Wait, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. There's no way it's a damage boost. Ain't no way. You're telling me it's damage? I thought it was like a barrier that you had to go around. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get psyoped. Like my own chat, no less. You can change your phone. I know. All right. Anyways, okay. All right. What do we have to do? All right. Restore power, but I don't have any things to upgrade. All right. Let's go here. No, wait. That's wrong. All right. Did I just? I don't even know if I really accomplished the mission. All right, let's head back out. Yeah, I know that. I just I'm trying to do like 3 things at once. It's probably worth fixing your phone before heading back out. You know what? That is. Well, we're gonna see about this. Sleep. General. Gosh. I hate this. Why is everything just not a simple button? Your phone shall emulate the eternal life. I certainly hope so. Alright. Okay, wait. Alright, so you weren't lying to me. It is... Okay, wait, I see the mechanic now. Alright. Gosh. Oh, this is gonna be great. I can stream Arc Raiders as well. You get to see how terrible I am at that game. I've done evil things in that game. Alright. Alright, what am I even doing? What am I doing here? I'm completely lost. I just want the story to go forward. Heck. Yeah, I'm gonna warn you. I am a complete boomer when it comes to video games. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, running. Already been in this room. Can I loot this again? Oh, that's cool. I'm going to get... I guess I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I'm gonna get this little girl killed. Isaac will take vodka shots for super chats of $5. No, I will not. I will not. I do not want to get wasted on a stream, even if drunkenness wasn't, bad.
Whatever it is, it's in our way.
Oh, okay. So is this gonna be like aliens? Like aliens have influenced the AI? Or is this like the 3D printing tech going crazy?
What now?
It's taking aim! Kill! Move!
Ah!
It's over.
Alright. What?
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
Oh gosh. Hey, I got my first cube. DY.
Emergency lockdown for all on-site locations has been disabled. Please complete a manual reboot of the power plant controller to fully restore operations.
Double locks, huh? Starting to feel a bit unwelcome here. I wonder if Cradle staff have easy access.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
What the heck is this? Oh, okay, so that's like a pickup and you do later in the map. Yeah, that's neat. Someone says, whoa, the most recent chapter, The Last Human, looks crazy. Big switch from audio to video game, big investor or something. No. All right. So what happened with that was I had a lot of work I needed to do IRL, which slowed down production. And on top of that, the chapters were extremely difficult to write because there was a lot of
Really sure you
What? My fault?
wish there was a big Western game, but the answer is a lot more simple. It's just they're hard chapters. I had to do IRL stuff, and on top of that, Son of Sonnet's schedule.
Yeah, let's do this. Hey,
Son of Sonnet's schedule has him not able to work on the project till May because he's doing other audio book projects, right? And yeah, that's basically, it's just a lot of delays, which is a shame. But you know, it's not like I can do writing full time. So, what's LB? There we go.
We can use this to go back to the shelter.
Huh, good to know. When things get crazy, we can head back.
Right. Okay, this is a checkpoint. All right. Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna go for it. XBD.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
Another J4896 says those chapters are fire. I mean, I'm really glad. I worked really hard on them, and they're so easy. Like the type of content is very easy to mess up. Because it's a lot of esoteric stuff, and you gotta it's time travel stuff. Turn around and look up. Hey, thank you. I see you've already played this game. It's so easy to mess up when you're messing with time travel and stuff. Like it's a mistake 99% of the time, and I had to be extraordinarily careful with what I was doing. And I'm not planning on returning to time travel soon.
Use that one up close.
Because I've said pretty much most of what I need to say with time travel. Oh, never mind. This guy said he was on chapter 30. Well, I'm glad he liked the end of book 1 and started book 2. Let's see. All right, how do I? All right.
Back off!
Get ready.
Oh, this freaking thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the walkers.
Let's do this. Let's use my new shockwave gun. I did it.
Jump, cute.
There we go. Isaac, try not to spoil his own stories challenge. I'm gonna fail that challenge every single time. Everyone who knows me knows I love spoilers. I am the spoiler king.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
All right, I like to keep things dangerous. Let's see. How do I get back out? I just go in here. Hey, it's an elevator. Okay. Star Storyteller asks, I find a lot of female readers are super cranky about being spoiled in their media. Do you find your male readers are like that as well? I think everyone's just generally against spoilers. I'm just the odd man out. Like I never met someone who's like as pro spoiler me as me. And you know, there's something true to be said about that, about experiencing a story for the first time. And you can only really do that once. Die! How do I dodge?
Initiated.
All right, let's do this. All right, but back to the topic at hand. You know, I like spoilers. I don't know why. I was always someone, when I start a new book, I would flip to the last page to see how it ended without context. And then slowly find out that context over the course of the story. I don't know why I did that, I just do.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
2 more
Do I have a reason for not caring about spoilers, or is it just vibes? I suppose I need to think about it for a sec.
Something's aiming at us.
Oh no!
Jump to.
No! No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight.
I got him. Look out for target.
Get some!
No! No! Ah, dang, I died.
You.
Alright, so I guess my thing about spoilers is... I realized that the first time reading something, I don't care about plot twists. I don't care about, you know, being surprised as much as I just like the substance of a story. And so it's very easy for me to just skip ahead because I don't care about being surprised, all right? Not in the way typical people are. I care more about whether or not a story is good. And that's the only way stories surprise me nowadays anyway, is if they're good, because a lot of stories nowadays just are awful. All right.
There it is.
Some cute daughter interaction. Listen. If this was realistic, this would well, I wouldn't say realistic. Realistic's the wrong word.
What kind of clothes do you like? Is
Favorite? I'm not wearing it.
There's no way this girl, like, realistically, if they were to build like Android girls like this in setting,
something that
you know
better.
You know that the company would program them to basically, I want product. I want product. And they're gonna hijack. Oh, that's that's a cool ninja thing. No, I like the Neo Prosciutto. Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna stick with the actual aesthetic of the game instead of the DLC. What the heck is this? It's for something.
What's this?
Read Earth Memory Replicator is standing by.
Whoa. Does everything in here talk?
Alright. Do. Mini cabin figures. Yeah, but that's all right. So this is like when you're creating android children, right? You know, and maybe they'll get that this kind of technology, right? Like this would be 100% evil because your companies would make this, and it's an artificial daughter, right? But you know, this is a video game. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just this, like, she's a robot, not because it's trying to comment on robot children. It's trying to just do a surrogate father-daughter relationship, which is fine. The fact that she's a robot's, like, you know, is just a character trait rather than, you know, a commentary on the actual thing. But this was real life. Everyone would be 100% against this, and they should. But, you know, it's just a video game, so... All right, weapon loadout. Let's just go to the Tran. I trust my skill as a video game player that I can do this. It's the first level. I sure hope I can do this. All right.
You remember that floaty watcher bot thing that was shooting at us? Its laser sensor shows where it's aiming. You just have to move at the right time.
Easier said than done.
Thank you, robot daughter. Ow! I mean, yeah, someone said if you think about the implications of Diana, you're going to get to dystopia pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, like, again, but the point of Diana is not to think about what robot daughters would actually look like. The point of Diana is to explain her magic hacking powers, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, good work.
Oh, that's cool.
That one's not that good at long distances. Jump, you!
All right. Ah, dang it. My daughter says get good. She better not. How do I reset? How do I reset? Oh, okay. Alright, just get me to the thing.
I don't like this.
Shoot it where it's weak, you! Jump, you!
No! I gotta jump! Alright. We got this. Alright. I have killed the ball robot. Yep, good night, ma'am. Alright. Let's see. See, I gotta become like, I gotta become a big streamer and make millions of dollars, and I never have to work. And I can just focus on my writing, and that'd be perfect. Ah. But unfortunately, writing does not pay expenses, so you're not living a perfect world. Do. Wait, let me. Need UBI. All right. Well,
emergency lockdown for this area.
Here's the thing about UBI is
that's
a lot of conservatives
how many now?
Are worried
One more to go.
that UBI will destroy human productivity for, like, existence. Like, if you don't need to work, then there's no meaning in life. But the problem is that they already did that. Like there's no meaning in most modern jobs. So they're concerned about something that already happened. It's just instead of, getting.
You can use that to make bots stop moving.
It's just instead of, instead of having work that's meaningful, we just have A, work that's not meaningful, and B, doesn't pay as much as it needs to live a good life. We got the worst of both worlds. Now, I don't think UBI is the solution to that problem. Number one, because...
Jump, you!
Sorry, I gotta focus on this. Good gosh. Yeah, come on. Yeah, we got it.
You're going down.
Killed it. I need to find a more relaxing game to talk.
Shoot it where it's weak, you!
Alright, we're just gonna stasis net this.
Be careful.
Come on, jump. All right. Wait.
Yeah.
Die. Die.
Shoot it first, please.
Please, just die. I just want you to die.
Jump, dude.
Oh gosh. I'm on so low health. Alright, alright. I gotta lock in.
It's my turn.
Yes! With my last bullet. Okay, so the problem with UBI is that it's not going to destroy human spirituality with working, because that's already been done. That's already been accomplished. The problem with UBI is that it just makes people more dependent on the state. And it's going to enable a lot of... Let's just say, all right. We have a homeless problem, not because of, well, not just because of, we're just not wealthy enough, right? That's not what's going on.
Is he the one who called you?
No, that was James, the captain. Those two, plus Ken and myself.
Dang it, you can't be distracted by the story.
They were my closest friends.
Friends.
We're gonna table this so I can focus on the game a little bit. Yeah, I should definitely play Minecraft while doing this. All right. My problem with UBI is it's going to make people really depend on the state, and it's going to continue the process of atomization, which has already happened, to just a greater degree. Secondly, it's going to enable a lot. Like, all right, if you give the homeless, let's say, like $1,500 a month, the homeless problem is not because America is not wealthy enough. I mean, our poor people have a beastie problem, all right? The problem is there are a lot of mentally ill people that need serious help.
What were your friends like?
They need to be put in institutions to help them.
Calm and collected.
And giving them a house doesn't necessarily fix that. And I speak as someone who saw this in my own life.
No, we were the kind of
I
guys who
had
could
a relative
speak our minds.
who
No
was
sugarcoat.
just not put together.
Word. Friends.
And,
Even when you're angry?
he had a house, but
Doesn't sound complicated.
it didn't fix the core issue because he decided to use his house as a storage unit and live in a motel room. And he lived an extremely degraded life.
Someone's aiming at us.
When he needed family, he needed an institution to help him, he needed something. But just giving him a paycheck did not solve his problems.
Look out for its targeting sensors.
Oh my gosh, I died.
You!
Yeah, I'm terrible at concentration. Yeah, I'm no casual. I'm not gonna give up.
It's gonna go great next time.
I mean, all right. The real solution is, Balu555 says, I guess half my coworkers would find something constructive to do with their time, and they'd have to be drunk every waking hour. And you know what? There is truth to that. But the problem isn't, again, the problem isn't paying people. It's just giving them meaningful work, giving them a safety net that actually takes care of them instead of exploits them. Taking, like, essentially doing what, the exact opposite of what the government wants to do, which is taking away power from the government and putting it in the hands of local communities to actually help people and get the help they need instead of getting, like, a blank check
So the Watcher got us last time, right?
That, you know, probably won't even solve
Might be harder
the
for them to
economic
get us that
problem
way.
at the heart of it.
Oh, yeah. Nice call.
Is anyways. Alright. I gotta lock in. I gotta focus on the game. Alright. We gotta take out this drone. Oh, so you need to actually close the gap.
Something's aiming at us.
Something's aiming at us. Alright.
Shake it up, kid.
Yeah.
Look out! Yeah.
How do I dodge?
Starting hack.
Alright.
Yeah, let's do this.
Hey, alright. Now we're gonna take forever on the puzzle because I was concentrating on something else. Alright, wait, let's go down here. Alright, I got this. Come on. Hey, I wonder if there's fall damage in this game. I hope there's not. It seems like something very annoying. Alright, we got upgrade components.
Mind telling me where you came from, Diana? Were you just hanging out before I showed up?
No, I came from another part of the base, a little bit away.
So you just found me by chance?
Yep.
How do I get back
your
upstairs?
signal nearby.
Maybe I still have some luck left after all.
How do I get back? Let me climb you. Nope, no, wait. I got it. All right. And then... Hey, we solved it. How do I get... All right. Oh, everything's already unlocked. That's cool. All right. Restore power to the lunar base. Reach the top floor of the facility. Let's just drop down.
Dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
Maybe there's an elevator up ahead.
Anyways.
Hugh, look! What's this?
It's Mars.
The blue part there is all ocean.
Dang it.
Look outside and you can see it from here. That's weird. Only got half of it here. Ah, okay. The printer's busted. But the data here looks all right.
The ocean. Water everywhere.
Kind of hard to appreciate when it's just that.
I guarantee you
We get
that
back
the
to the
reason
shelter,
behind
I'll look you
Diana
up a new one.
is the lead guy in charge of this 3D project. Had his real life daughter died, so he made Diana. I'm calling it. I'm calling it here, gents. What time is it? It's 9:17. I'm gonna go on for another hour. Repeat Earth memory, guys. Alright. Effortlessly generate when you look interior.
Nobody here either. Damn. I gotta hurry and contact Earth.
Welcome to the solar planet power plant. The key to living on the moon advancing is trying access to a stable power supply. It's just saying sulfur. Okay. So the scanner is for guys who can't figure out which direction to go. I get it. All right, LB. Give me thingies.
That'll make your suit work better.
All right, let's go home. I don't want to lose any of this. I don't know if there's a drop loot on death. I'm disappointed that my 6-year-old daughter can't hack computers. Well, you know, I'll get there. You just need to put them through like a badass backstory.
You like that weapon, huh?
You gotta go through a training montage. Like in the Matrix. Alright. Yeah, let's bring everything up to level 3. Wait, I still have one. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go this one. Shockwave gun, stasis net. Alright. Nice. Hack the planet? What does that mean? Stasis net has been printed and ready to use. I just realized I haven't had anything to eat all day. I've just been so busy. I'll get some dinner after this. Alright. Old. Yeah, I know. Alright. It's partially, yes, I am a bit of a boomer. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. But it's also because, like, I'm trying to do, like, 3 things at once.
Let's get lots of REMs and decorate the shelter.
Oh, gosh, give present. There's a give present mechanic, chat.
REMs are pretty weird, don't
What do you mean?
Everything we need is already at the...
Well, people being up here ain't easy.
Alright. Oh, it's a reference to a movie. Okay. Oh, 1 cabin coin. Gift a read Earth memory to Diana and Shelter. While REMs have no practical value, they might keep her entertained for a while.
I'm gonna give it a spin.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, we're gonna...
Yay, that was fun!
What made you choose Isaac Young as a pen name? Okay. So, chat is probably going to laugh at this. But, alright. So, I like my names having meanings, alright? It's not just random assortment of words as people do. Like in a lot of YA novels. They just choose, you have, Kale Manister or whatever. I like my names to have actual like symbolic meanings behind them. So I chose Isaac, right? Isaac is, according to Catholic tradition, he's a prefigurement to Christ, right? It's sort of he offers himself up as a willing sacrifice. And I kind of saw, like, you know, in the early days, I was probably a bit more zealous about this. And later I came more mellow. But yeah, someone's realized it's not your real name. No, it's not. But I chose Isaac as, you know, as a symbolic representation of my work, right? That, you know, there's a spiritual depth to my work that I'm offering up because it's hard to write. It's hard. It's something that you have to choose to do. It's work, right? And there's a bit of a sacrificial element to it. And I wanted to carry on, you know, always remember that I am a Catholic. I'm Christian, and I'm doing this, you know, partly as an expression of my faith, even though I take a much more Flannery O'Connor perspective than an evangelical boomer perspective. To that. Isaac is the origin of faith. I'm not sure I agree with that. Like, God made the first covenant with Abraham. Well, technically made the first covenant with Adam, according to Catholic tradition, if I'm remembering my high school theology right. Because you have the proto-evangelium when he promises Adam that there will be a savior. Special effects that trigger passing through multiple... All right.
This will make it easier to hit things.
And Young, and this is where chat's gonna yell, like laugh out loud. But Young actually is as simple as it is. But I was also, with that last name, I was also trying to get at a certain humility. That ultimately, when St. Thomas Aquinas was at the end of his life, he said of the Summa Theologica, or that's what its name, that it was all just straw. And the last name Young was supposed to remind me not to get too, I guess, prideful of my work. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, all earthly things are straw compared to the resurrection. And it was sort of to remind myself not to turn my work into something where, you know, people get really pretentious. And it's also very easy in writing circles online with indie authors is, you know, we're gate-kept out of the institutions, right? And you can get very vindictive. You can get very angry about that. Wait, what am I doing? I need to go back down there. You can get very vindictive and angry about it, and you can think that, you know, necessarily
Where'd the wall go?
You deserve better.
Might be more.
And that's a easy way to become very prideful about yourself. You know, like you're being persecuted, and you know that moral indignation can become a gateway to pride if it's not kept in check. And that's kind of what the last name became to mean to me as time went on. Originally, it was just reminding myself that you know, no matter how good, like, I can write the best book ever theoretically, but I shouldn't become prideful about that. I should just keep my head on my shoulders and say, you know, whether or not that ever happens, well, I definitionally can't write the best. No matter how good I might be, that I always ought to be humble about it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that another REM?
Sure is. Let's take it back to the shelter.
All right. I discovered that there are hidden walls in this game, and I do not like it. I do not like hidden walls. I think it's a very, it's just annoying game mechanic. But you know, it's fine. It is what it is. Now, do we take fall damage? We do not take fall damage. All right. So. Yeah. Come on.
There.
Intruders detected. Please remove.
Oh, is it showing my Discord notifications? Oh, that's not good. wait, all right.
Shake it up, kid.
Shoot now!
Get off.
Be careful!
Yeah. All right. Jeez.
Jump, you!
Yeah. Down. All right. Oh. Yeah. All right. This is a very interesting mechanic.
Move, you!
I like it. It's iterative. Ah.
I got him!
I'm sure it's not the first of its kind, but like it's the first I've played. Alright.
I'll hack the lift if you're ready.
Wait, can I?
Are we there yet?
Not sure. Starting to feel a bit lost.
Okay, alright. That's good. I'll have to figure out how to mute that later.
All right, we made it. Now, where do we find the main power terminal?
Let's refill a shockwave gun. Stasis net. I like how they integrate it into the combat because normally hacking is incredibly just. It does not mesh well. Like, I don't know. It's very. I guess there's the main power terminal. It's just very hard to integrate into combat without it just being another magic system. That's the thing, because you typically want hacking to reflect the skill of the player, and that's hard to do without a mini game. But it's also really hard to do without. It's just hard to do without turning into a magic system. I like it when it reflects the actual skill of the player instead of just being a button you press, then a guy just magically blows up. All right. Come on, robot girl.
Lockdown disengaged. Reconnecting primary power. Energy levels at 30%. 40%. 50%.
I hope we get to go outside.
60%.
Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Severing primary connection.
Well, maybe it'll become tedious
This
later
is
on.
Edith.
Not yet.
Unregistered guests are forbidden from this area. Initializing sector guard protocol. Scanning. Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
First boss fight, baby.
Neutralize
We're doing this.
us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. Get ready.
Any idea what the hell this is?
Never seen it before.
So it's not one of your pot buddies? Then I guess we could just go and blast it.
All right.
Starting hack. Look out!
No!
Wait.
Where did they get all those missiles?
They were made with Luna thing.
Lucky
All right.
us, right?
Yeah!
Now it's my turn.
Shoot it where it's weak, you!
Boss fight, yeah. Oh no! I need to stop looking at chat. I'm gonna die. I have a feeling I'm gonna die. Alright. No, I'm better than this.
Be careful.
What's done? What's done?
Stay away from the red
Oh, wait.
circle.
Ah! No.
Phew.
What's DSP? I keep seeing people... No, I'm not going to change difficulty. I am a Dark Souls gamer. I'm no casual. I will get good.
It's gonna go great next time.
You can't manipulate me, Diana. Alright, alright. Now, can I choose all my weapons? Alright. Attack unit. We're gonna do this.
The sector guard looks strong. Figures it'd be in charge of protecting the master controls. But those tanks on its back look vulnerable.
I'll see if I can find an opening. If not, we'll need to make one.
What the heck is this?
Imagine if our competitors tried to break in.
Hey.
Theaters would never let that happen. I mean, have you seen the bots got running around here? Intruders.
Alright, now I'm completely lost. I'm gonna figure out where I need to go. Gosh.
Bots did all the work, leaving him bored to tears. And cry me a river.
Are you bored too, Hugh?
Nah, I'm good. Kinda hard to get bored keeping up with your chit-chat.
Well, I imagine that person saying you don't like it how Diana remembers his deaths. Honestly, like I think it's just I don't think it's him dying. It's just him getting knocked out. All right, we're gonna save that for later. Oh, what?
Yeah, let's do this.
I made that. Like to reset. Like, do I have to do this all over again? Do I have to fight? Can I just take the elevator up?
Got it!
Yeah, I don't think it's canon that he actually dies. It's just she manages to get him away. Oh, I have to do it. All right. Whoop. Like, I don't think it's an actual mechanic where he dies. It's just, you know, the game just needs to have a game over the screen for me sucking.
Yeah, chill.
Jump, Hugh!
We're doing this.
No, Hugh!
Oh, crap. Taking you down. Ha! I have defeated the game. I didn't touch the side of grace?
pushing around.
Thanks for the advice in chat. Oh no! It's alright.
Good work.
Look out! Stay away from the red circle!
Oh no!
Try.
Stay away from the red circle!
I just want to get out of the red circles.
Right.
Alright, does the stasis gun work on this thing?
Shoot it where it's weak, you!
That.
Get ready! Here it comes again!
No, not the red circles.
Enough already.
Come on. Shockwave gun. Alright. Oh, wait. Ah!
Back on.
Here it comes!
Oh no! Press RT near down enemy. Alright. Let's do this. Wait, RT. Wait, what's RT?
Take this.
Just like that, you!
This ain't over yet.
You! Here it comes again!
Dodge circles,
enough
dodge
already.
circles. Alright, we're gonna kill this robot. We're gonna kill this Metal Gear. This is truly... Oh, wait, no. This is truly a weapon to surpass Metal
Stay
Gear.
away from the red circle!
Try.
Out of curiosity, what even is a Metal Gear? I know it's like a weapons platform of some kind, but I never got like how a mecha would be just more powerful than a nuclear bomb. Like, do they actually do anything with nukes, or is it just, you know, Hideo Kojima logic? No, because he doesn't know what RT is. Yeah, I don't play on controller. I'm a PC master gaming race.
Let me try!
Oh, it's a mecha. Oh no. But what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to...
Overdrive protocol initiated.
Okay, they're nuclear weapons platforms. Okay. But why couldn't you just take one down with the missile? Right, and hack engage shields dinos when opens and deals damage to activate.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
I think it really did something!
Yeah, not bad. It's my turn.
You! Shoot it where it's weak, you!
No, I'm gonna shoot it where it's strong. That's gonna be great. I think that's gonna work out. Let me run. Run away! Alright. Yeah, but it said this game's better played on, this game is better played on controllers, so I'm gonna do what it wants me to. No. shockwave gun. No!
He's shooting to me.
Close in on him! Now's your chance!
There we go.
This.
Yeah, see, I'm getting good at this game. Ah, yeah, I did it. See? I killed the robot. Are you winning, son? Yes. Yes, I am.
Energy levels restored.
Yeah, baby. We did it. This is how we say good job.
Aw.
What is this?
Well, let's just take it back to the shelter.
Hey, I restored power. Oh, gosh.
A new destination has been added to the tramline. The mass production array is now accessible.
That should take care of the Cradle's power problem. Next up, the MPA and the comms tower.
Whoop! Hey, Sonic's made an appearance. Looks like you're ducking out, but yeah, yep. Have a good night, man. Appreciate all the hard work you do. All right, what's this? I'm gonna cut it at 10:30.
What is that thing?
I'm gonna get a better look.
Wait.
What the?
It's another robot.
Careful.
Hello. We are Cabin, your one-stop companion for all things shelter.
Companion, huh? So where you been all this time?
We believe you have a shelter license key in your possession.
This thing?
We wanted out the giant bot.
So, Captain. What
No,
up?
it's an emoji.
A most pointed inquiry.
Oh
We have
gosh.
been, let us say, asleep, but that device woke us up, leaving us available to offer you our wide range of invaluable
It's quirky.
services.
Permissions confirmed for shelter level 1.
Shelter level upgraded. Central terminals now loaded with shiny new stuff. REM replicator beta now online and ready to serve.
Deliberation. All right. Yeah. Let's see.
Cabin system booting up. Hello, fellow Cradle crew. Allow us to enhance your shelter life experience with our newest service. Introducing Cabin Stat Club. Exchange cabin coins to unlock shelter surfaces. A little quid pro coin.
Oh, I guess I
Please
promised my
accept this gratuity
backstory,
for first-time crew.
and that was
One
mostly a
cabin
joke.
coin. Compliments
But
of the
speaking of
shelter.
quid pro coin, I actually took 4 years of Latin
Take a
in high
look
school.
at our fine
And I did Latin
selection
301
of stamp
freshman year.
boards.
And oh my gosh, that was that was the most intense suffering I experienced ever. I was not able to sleep. It kind of started me down the insomnia man I am today, because I can no longer sleep at all anymore. And that's great for your health. Just being totally unable to. What's this bot data? I don't care about this right now.
We wish you a happy shelter life.
Yeah, but Latin 301 turned me into the man I am today, with dark circles around my eyes. And a very, if you ever see the Doomer meme, That is kind of true of me now. Like, I have permanent dark bags under my eyes because I just don't sleep.
Thing.
All right.
Somebody left their dice here.
All right. Let's get to the update. Oh wait, no. Let me upgrade you. All right, we are. All right. Anyways, I don't know what my future is going to be with streaming. It's not going to be anything like intense. It's just going to be fun things to do to hang out and chat with people. Besides Twitter. Because I've been trying to figure out new ways to interact with just everyone generally. I think this is a good way to do it, while also, maybe occasionally a good game will come around that I can play and get something out of it. I've not really played a video game I enjoyed in a very long time. That wasn't just in terms of just, it's something like Arc Raiders, right? No, it's a great game, right? But it's not really an artistic experience. Besides the setting and the context of it, it's not really like it's not leading you anywhere. And I want to play games. I want to play more games. I want to use this as an excuse to play games that are leading you. So my Twitter is always fun. No, it's not. It is not fun to have the entire internet blow up at me every week.
Need to know about my team.
I do it. It's addictive. It's addictive. But believe me, it's equal times fun, equal times brain rot, and the algorithm's just gotten way worse over the past few years.
The heck?
Kitty cat!
Hey, wait! Kids.
No, it's Twitter. It's not X. I'll never call it X.
Diana!
Oh, geez. All right.
What are you doing? You're trying to hurt yourself.
Oh.
If I break, you can just fix me back up.
That's not the point.
His paternal instincts are kicking in.
You have to be more careful. If something happened to you, I'd be in real trouble.
In real trouble? Why?
I mean, well, you best think on that yourself.
Okay, I will.
Again, Mikkel and Radon.
Well, we got cats. Where are all the people?
Cat was the last thing I was expecting.
Dressed Bear asks, how big of an impact did that original Starship Troopers thread have on you? I know that's when I found you. So for those who don't know, I think it's already been a year or two now. Jeez, time flies. I wrote a thread on Starship Troopers that kicked off what the internet termed as the effective satire discourse. It's probably my one claim to fame, which has really frustrated me, because I want my claim to fame to be books. I want to be known for my books, right? But no, that's my mark on internet history is a thread I wrote, and I didn't even realize that I was writing a controversial thread at the time. I wrote it while I was out in a jog, while I was walking, resting. And that's just gonna be the most famous thing I ever do, because I don't know how to top it. It's kind of like, it's kind of like you don't even know that you're in your golden years until they're gone. It's kind of like I already had my big thing on the internet, and now I'm just kind of, treading along. Unable to recapture that fire, summon it on command. Unable to, have my books be what I'm especially known for many people. Oh, someone says they know me from Matryoshka Divide. See, that's the black sheep of my books. I don't know what to do with it. It's easily the roughest.
Look at that!
It's very interesting because Matryoshka is like everyone my age said they love it the most out of all my books. Everyone who's older says that all my other books are far superior than Matryoshka. But everyone my age says they love it the most. So I can't say it was wasted effort by any means, but it's. I mean, it's that first outing that you're proud of enough to publish. Let's see. I know you from retweets by Dave the Distributist. Oh, thank you. Dave's a huge friend of mine. Like, we basically agree on 90% of things. But, let's see. Who was I on? Was I on Matryoshka?
Who names these things?
But the main problem with Matryoshka, and the reason I don't really advertise it as much, is I kind of...
Look! I think
has
that's the comms tower.
A very diverse cast.
Where?
There, that big one, right in the middle.
And that kind of became... Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Would you look at that? Looks a bit like New York.
New York? Is that a place on Earth?
Yeah, in America.
So many lights and signs. I can't decide what to look at first.
Anyways. This is really cool level design. I like the design of this place. I was not expecting to find something like this on here. I guess it just wants me to jump down. Anyways, yeah, but the problem with Matryoshka is it's got a very diverse cast, which codes is incredibly progressive. And it's got some characters whose ethnicities, let's say, have become unfortunately very infamous on
How you like this?
On Twitter. And, you know, I've considered doing, like, because here's the problem, right? Is because it codes a certain way, and everyone's been trained to pick up on that code and interpret stories a certain way, that it works to my detriment. And I don't know what to do with it. Because I would prefer that the story would just be taken. Oh, it's on Amazon at the moment. Star Storytell asks where you can read it. It's on Amazon. No, the character's not Brazilian. You'll find out immediately. But the problem is everyone reads stories that way. So I don't want them to look at the diverse casting and take away something from that. It was just me trying to explore the future. But that's how everyone reads stories nowadays. So and it paints you on being on a certain side, which I didn't want to be with that. Even though I declare myself as a right-wing author, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not sure I can read that comment out because YouTube's very sensitive about it. But it's the latter option. I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to code that way. I didn't know it was going to code as progressive when I did that.
Hello. This is Edith.
Due
to an unidentified interference,
I was a young college student. I was a normie conservative.
Yeah. So that's how it is?
I didn't know that I would
isn't
become
very
Turbo
nice,
Tradcath later on in life. Or inhabit this part of the internet
I think
space.
we need to disable the lock codes and the local access beacons to reach the comms tower.
So where to?
Oh, my frame rate's
No.
fine. The problem is the
Try
stream's
scanning.
lagging. Yeah, it does, and that's the problem. And I wish I could go back 30 years when you could pull that off and not have it be grating. But you can't, because people just think you're taking a side when you have stuff like that nowadays. Which I am on his side, right? But I don't want that to be, like, implicit in the narrative.
It almost had us.
Yeah, nice moves, kid.
Like, the last thing I want in a story is for you to be looking at the race of a character and thinking that I'm implying something by it. It's like, that's the last thing I want. But we live in that world where now there's connotations, because every progressive story has crypto connotations on the race of a character. Yeah, it is what it is. So that's why I'm kind of careful about Matryoshka, because I know someone's going to come at me if I just advertise it like Last Human and Domes of Calrathia and start a stupid controversy over nothing. Because you just everyone online is, you know, they're looking to start controversies, and I guess I am too in a certain way with trying to advocate for right-wing literature, but I like to think that I'm actually, you know, when I agitate, I try to agitate for a good reason and not to do it over a bad reason. Let's see. Riot Blaster. Yeah, let's swap it out.
That unit can bust up groups of bots.
And also, you know, I want myself to be more than that. Anyways. It was a very poor explanation, but... Oh, gosh. That's a very powerful weapon. I should say, all right. When I was saying earlier, I don't want stupid drama.
Now it's my turn.
All right, I want to advocate for real things, and you know, otherwise, but I do not want drama. I don't want stupid brain rot drama. And I know if I advertise Matryoshka, someone somewhere is going to start something, and the internet's going to blow up about it, and I don't want that.
Is New York City always like this?
This isn't really the city. It's more like your average.
It's like it would be like Orc City 2.0.
Earth sure has a lot of places.
Yeah. There's also a ton of stuff you can't find on the moon.
Really? I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, someone says, yeah, if you make a story with Native American, people instantly read Colonial Victim. Yeah, stuff like that. It just ruined entire domains of storytelling. And you know, maybe that was inevitable. Orc City. I mean, John Douglas is a good friend of mine. He's a friend of the channel. I like his work. I will always defend friends. That's just me. I think it was a bit excessive with how the internet handled Orc City.
Guess it's my turn.
And what I especially hate is all right. Let's kill this thing. How can I put this in the right way? It's not.
There's a beacon. It's so close.
Come on.
It's not that I think that, you know, writing is sacred and never to be critiqued. But there are lines when it's like, you know.
Get ready.
There are lines I feel you should never cross. especially as other authors, to other authors. Orc City was a bit much, to be honest. And for what? For critiquing Hideo Kojima? Really? Anyways, that's just my thoughts. I don't like when people go after another indie's writing. I don't like it. Like, I would never do that. Alright, let me turn on chat again. Boop, 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 boop. It was hilarious. It was very funny. I'm glad that John Douglas he handled it in the best way possible. He went along with the joke and laughed at it. Because so easily you could just have a crash out. Like, if he was not as a strong personality as he was, and if he had been like, there's a lot of neurotic people online, right? There's a lot of neurotic people. It could have easily gone bad. But no, he took it on his chin, and he handled it in the best situation possible, the best way possible. And I think he deserves to be commended for that. Like, I would not have handled Orc City
How you like this?
as well as he did. He's got a good grounding.
Ready?
Yeah, I think he did use it for his benefit. And it was ultimately I think it was used for as much good as it could have been. Someone says, I'm purely a consumer, so I don't have any qualms about any critiques. This guy, nobody needs to take it more than another person giving their opinion. Yeah, but it's a bit different for me, all right? Because I'm an established presence. Whether or not I like it or not, whenever I make a critique on someone's work, it comes with the implicit assumption that, I would never make such a mistake, or it comes off as petty and vindictive if I try and bully someone smaller than me, let's say, or equivalent size, or I'm trying to use it for ulterior gains instead of it being objectively about the writing. I'm using my critique to punish someone for doing something I don't like. It gets very ugly very fast, and I don't want any of that.
It's a mannequin. They're made to look like humans.
Yeah,
show off clothes and stuff. They might look.
I'm open to critique, right? But
what
I'm trying to get at is,
and no blood means
due
no
to
moving.
the reality of me also being an artist,
humans
it can very easily turn into something
Over 36
that
degrees
has
Celsius,
nothing to do with all literature and something to do with very personal motivations, which make drama as ugly and as brain rot and as complete waste of time, and also I would argue you'd be sinning in trying to stoke drama for clout, for just create nothing but discord for the sake of your own personal gain. That's what so easily can become, because I'm also an artist, and I always have to put that in check. So it's not for me to critique other indies. I will happily talk about Brandon Sanderson or Sarah Ain Maas. And even then, it's difficult because you gotta talk about those things in, like, Brandon Sanderson, Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby, if there ever was one, in terms of if I make a stink about his writing, well, guess what? He's Brandon Sanderson. He's sold millions of units. I think I've sold about 1,000 so far total. Right? And when I want to critique him, I want to do it from a place of just, this is just my thoughts on his writing, and completely divorce it
What were you like as a kid?
from any sort of personal
Always good
anger
enough to
that
know
people
that
can easily
chasing
interpret as what's
anything that
happening.
caught
And
my
they'd be
eye,
right to be
and
suspicious
the
about
lost
that.
half the time.
They'd be right.
Jeez.
One time,
The same
I
thing
went
with Sarah
after a
J. Maas, even
squirrel,
though that's a bit different
totally
because
fixed
I think
it.
she...
See?
I think...
You ran after animals too, just like me.
Yeah, well, that's how I know it's dangerous.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to turn it into something ugly, and I always have to keep that in mind.
Overdrive protocol on standby.
And that's why I never try to, like, I try to keep out of all that stuff as much as I can.
Look out for the parking sensors.
Now I gotta focus on the combat. I need to do a far more relaxing game for this type of stuff for it to be successful. By the way, I probably will do a stream of Abiotic Factor. I don't know if I want to do a new playthrough of it, because so much of that game is just experiencing the story and the level design the first time. And it won't really do anything to just replay it. I guess I could try doing hard difficulty, but even then...
No, here it comes! Look out!
Alright.
Jump, you!
We gotta beat the ball of death.
Blinking the enemy!
Let's do the riot blaster!
You're going.
I use that really ineffectively, but, you know. I gotta tell you, I definitely would not want to be doing this with something like Arc Raiders, because I would just have to focus 100% on the game. And I want to have a bit more discourse, where I can look at chat and actually respond to chat. Wait, overdrive!
Overdrive protocol initiated.
You know, I remember back a few decades ago, there were huge discussions on how to make companion characters not annoying. And the answer was simple, just don't give them a health bar and, you know, have them not be controlled by AI. Just get the AI out of the equation.
Is that it?
That was amazing, Q!
Alright.
Hope you're ready to blast stuff.
Wait.
What a lucky find!
You should play Morrowind with Tamriel rebuilt. Yeah, I mean, I'll add it to the list. I don't want to do dialogue-heavy games because that will just interrupt the stream. So I wouldn't do something like Warhammer Rogue Trader or anything like that. Biotic Bacter. Chill in chat. I really love demo, but until they removed what the heck is Denivo? I've never heard of that. Denivo? What's Denivo? Can someone please tell me what Denivo is? I mean, you can theoretically make them as independent intelligences, but like they just kept bungling it, and the solution was just to, you know, the solution was so easy. It's just like this. Just a bit of creativity and, you know, not adding a health bar to your NPCs that you need to protect. Denivo is DRM built into video games to prevent piracy. Okay. I mean, I hate DRM as well. I'm not. I think it's sort of. Yeah. Oh, so that's why it was laggy. Anyways, yeah, it's why I'd easily give it Game of the Year. I think it came out last year. I have no idea what I'm doing or what I need to do. I'm just gonna go up here. Do this to me. Alright. Oh no! I'm gonna run to a safe room. Alright, alright. Let's go home. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. I know it's a small team, but it just kills me inside with their, like, you know, months and months between updates. It's like, I would play that game forever if they just kept adding content to it, but I know it's sort of like, you know, it's a type of game that's good because it's handcrafted, but handcrafted content takes a lot of time. Alright. Let's decode. Abilities. Alright, let's see. Unlocks fast moves. Definitely need that. Alright, time for some father-daughter psychological propaganda. Alright. Yeah. To replicator B. Alright, you little clanker.
Since when did we have dice?
Since we printed the globe. They both appeared at the same time.
I see. Looks like we got some freebies.
Freebies?
The person who made that REM put in a little extra to cheer us up.
I see. I want to tell the person who made it that I liked it a lot.
I'm sure they got the message.
Hey, can I give you something? Q? Thanks for talking to me all the time.
Oh my gosh!
Is
No!
this supposed to be when we first boarded the train?
No!
Uh-huh.
Resist!
Drew it.
You're stone cold.
It's for you.
You're stone cold, Isaac.
You wrote your name, too. Not half bad, kiddo.
Ah!
The mannequins we saw had a lot of different kinds of outfits.
Alright. You can give crayons. Let's see. Yeah, time to...
So many wanting to draw forever. I'll draw you, Hugh.
All right.
You there?
Let's talk again.
The mannequins we saw? Why was every mannequin wearing something different?
Because stores gotta keep up. People are always chasing the latest trends.
I want to try on lots of outfits too.
Really? What kind of styles are you into?
Well, what do you think would look good?
Kids' clothes?
Hugh?
I think you should stick with what you got now. Suits you good. Oh, that reminds me. Diana, everything we print from the REM replicator is yours.
Really? Everything?
Yeah. Seen all this stuff before anyways. Can't have too many toys, right?
Toys? I've never had toys before. Thanks, Hugh.
You could have really messed yourself up back there. Do you not feel pain or something?
I don't feel it like humans do. But my system will assign it a numerical value. I was designed to experience human feelings and sensations like you do.
Well, it don't seem like it. Falling from a place like that, you should know better. You gotta be more careful. I don't want to see you get hurt. Got it?
All right. You gotta be careful too, okay?
No problem. I've got your back if you've got mine.
Yeah, guys, this is totally crypto pedophilia. Yeah. No, fucking, it's so ridiculous that people looked at this game and they were like, "Oh yes, that's the first thing that comes to mind."
I love drawing. Turning lines into pictures is fun.
Yeah, that's a reasonable take. Is a kid drawing, you know?
Maybe I can give this one to Hugh.
Like, that's clearly what this game is going for. Not being a father. Not basically simulating being a paternal figure. No. This is clearly made with people in mind who want to do Epstein's Island on robots. That's why they made this game. That's why Shinzo Abe's ghost made this game. He really wanted Epstein's Island, but on the moon. we're gonna robot children on the moon. We're gonna get Jeffrey Epstein here. It's, oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right. That's what this game's about, guys. This is Epstein's Island. All right, let's go out and grind. Gotta get on that alpha zoomer male grind set. Actually, there's 9 minutes left. I'm just gonna hang out and chat for the rest of it. I'm gonna call the stream. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the first ever
Leaving so soon?
Isaac Young stream.
pleasant
The Isaac Young
journey.
gaming stream. The thing I do to unwind and play games I otherwise... Honestly, I probably, like... You know, I need a reason to push me through some games. Because otherwise, I'll just boot up Arc Raiders to just unwind. But, yeah, I think we're going to make this a bit of a regular thing. I'm going to add Expedition 33 to the list, because that's... I tried to get into that game. I kind of bounced off it, because I knew it was going to be extremely artsy. And, yeah, I don't know why. It didn't gel with me. I need to give it a second shake. Yeah, also, this is, I was following you on Twitter, but I didn't sub to your YouTube. I will now. Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to figure out what to do with YouTube. Because it's just, it doesn't grow like Twitter does. We're up to 40 episodes, The Last Human. And only about, less than 2,000 subscribers. And, you know, let's not That's not what I didn't. I expected that. I expected that because it's not something that you're going to find on YouTube. You know, no one goes to YouTube for an audiobook. That's just not what people make on YouTube. It's not what the algorithm's designed for. Podcasting, it's a bit better. And I knew I had to reach like 100 episodes before people even wanted to take a look at The Last Human. But it's just really hard because, you know, you're putting hundreds of hours into like a passion project, right? And because it's hard to market, not many people know about it. The people who do know about it love it, but not many people know about it. And, you know, you're putting each season costs about $300, give or take. So, you know, 4 seasons, I think I spent about $1,000 on this in total. I mean, that's a huge money investment for ultimately about 300 people per episode, 350. I think it's up to 350 now. That's how many people have gotten from chapter 1 to chapter 40. It's a lot of money. And, you know, you know why people don't do projects like that is because they can't afford to do it. And I suppose I can't either. I'm a bit broke. But I'm at a stage in my life where I can devote all my discretionary funds to a passion project. If I had a family, for example, I would not be able to do that by any means. I would not be able to make The Last Human because that money would be going to my family. But since I'm a single bachelor, I can put that money towards, you know, something creative. And I don't know, it's tough. It's always tough. But I'm going to continue The Last Human. I think I'm going to get to episode 100 before I start reevaluating, you know, how much 1,000 chapters will get written eventually. It's just a question of how many audio episodes I want to make and if I want to continue, and whether or not it's grown enough to the point where it's already grown itself, so it's kind of self-sustainable because of the Patreon money and my generous Patreon supporters. Which, if you want to support me in any way, Patreon, Kickstarter, that's the place to do it. Every bit helps, and it basically keeps all this going. But yeah, it has grown to its self-sustaining, so I guess it can go on indefinitely. I guess it's just a matter of, I don't know, passion, I guess, for the audio projects. I really want to see it succeed. I really do. And I know it's going to be really hard for it to succeed. I mean, it's already succeeded in terms of it's generating self-sustaining revenue, which I guess is more than any artist can ask for. But at the end of the day, I guess once we get to 100 episodes, my main consideration is I also have to think about my life and the hundreds of man-hours it takes to create something like that. Not from Sonnet's perspective. I know I annoy him with edits. But it's way more on me in the back end, and he kind of gets to see a more finalized version. Even though I passed through him with like a dozen edits because how it sounds is different from how you read it. But again, the whole writing thing, right? You know, eventually I do have to focus on putting a lot more effort into just career stuff. Just because, you know, it's eventually gotta turn to real life. People underestimate, you know, kind of time, effort, and energy. This is way in the future, by the way. This is gonna be like another 2 years. But yeah, eventually Isaac Young will become Isaac Old, and I need to start thinking about, you know, well, the point of this game, trying to get a family together. Dating market sucks, but it is what it is. We're all gonna make it, hopefully. Anyways, I'm gonna check comments again. Let's see. Have you ever thought to voice your essays and put them on YouTube? I have thought about that, but I've heard from the distributist I guess I can ask him, I can DM him about it. But I've heard him that the video essay format, at least for politics-wise, is dead. Now, I don't think it's dead for video games. I don't think it's dead for niche topics. Like that. Yeah, I don't know. Dave is a way better essayist than I will ever be. And he says it's dead. And that's typically what I do is I look at a certain field and I see how the top people are doing in it. And if they're struggling, then that's probably not a good idea to go into that field, because it means the algorithm or the market just is shifted. All the big video, like the video right-wing video essayist guys, are now doing live streams. So that's sort of what prompted me to do this one as well. I found that people are interested in the idea of a sci-fi audiobook. I've never seen that. Want to actually listen to it. And it's just books in general, really. People like the idea of resurrecting literature, but it's such a huge investment to get people to want to read books. And part of the reason they don't want, they're reluctant with that investment, is because they've seen both the rot of the industry, as well as there's so many more dopamine per second alternatives out there. And it's just hard to get people to pull the trigger on a new thing. Why should they be reading your indie novel, which could very easily be trash? It's not easy to see whether that is on the tin. Or could they play a game like Power World or something like that, where it's very easy to see what it is. It's very easy to know if you want to enjoy it. It's very easy to know if you are going to enjoy it. And it doesn't require a lot of investment. Video games are very low investment in terms of what they ask from the player, unless if they're, like 1,000-hour grind games. But they're just low investment because it's designed to hit your dopamine centers. Well, I would not have gone back into sci-fi as much without the last Human Audience book series. Thank you so much for that comment. That's that's why we authors do what we do. Is I like to entertain people. That's what I do. That's what I came to writing to do, is to entertain people. And it always warms my heart to hear that I've succeeded. All right, sorry, 10:31. I'll do 2 more minutes. The kids ask for the last human every time we're in the car. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes. I read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes. I love that too. Let's see. One of the most... topic of animation. Well, the funny thing... Yeah. I wish a single person could do... I mean, I know like brilliant people who do, like solo animation projects. They make something really special. I wish it was easier. I wish so much it was easier. And I don't mean via with AI, because I'm not even sure AI is going to get to the point where you can generate something that's not slop. I've seen like 3 people make something that's actually creative with AI. And what they're doing is they're inserting their own drawings and having the drawings be animated. Not so much as just doing it, all with AI. I wish it was... I don't want to democratize it, because that's always the gateway to slop, is like handing the keys of the art into the lowest common denominator. But the problem with anime is it's kind of already turned to slop in many ways, because not because of the people making it per se, but we're like they've taken the industry and sucks the soul out of it for a million isekai stories. They've commercialized it. And, there's good anime that come out every year that defy this trend. And I suppose, you're always going to get slop in the industry. It just feels like anime is undergoing something a bit tragic at the moment. all this to say is, I wish I could do anime. If I was not in the book industry, I would want to be in the manga and anime industry. Because the Japanese, for whatever reason, they have their own spiritual crisis that they're going through. But it's so much less malicious than the West's spiritual crisis. They don't have this closed-mindedness to entertainment that we do. They're still able to depict... See, this game is an example. A healthy father-daughter relationship. Tell me the last Western movie that had that. I can't. From current year, anyway. And we're already overdue. So I'll take any last questions. And then we'll call it for tonight. I mean, all right. All right, I think chat. Someone said Logan 2017 was a movie with that. Yeah, kind of. The problem is that movie wanted Wolverine's daughter to be a replacement for Logan. And, he gets his redemption, per se, at the end of the movie. And he becomes satisfied. But I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that part of the movie, because whenever it's a father-daughter relationship in progressive storytelling, it's so the daughter can eventually become the new updated version of the original. That's basically what they do with, that's what they wanted Rey to be in Star Wars, is they wanted Rey to be Luke Skywalker. They wanted Rey to be the replacement, the progressive replacement. And that's ultimately why they killed him off. And that's what they always do in progressive stories with father-daughter relationships. They kill the father and try to have the daughter take up the mantle, but it never really works, because that's not what those stories are really meant to be, in my opinion. It's because women and men aren't interchangeable like that. The daughter being the heir is fundamentally different from the son being the heir in unique ways that you can't really get at if you just want them to be this. It's something very shallow and superficial, treating sex, your the very core identity, as something that just can be swapped around like that without radically changing the meaning of pretty much everything. It's progressives have a very shallow view of gender and all that. I don't think things should be swapped around that lightly. I don't think that our identities are something that can just be a skin suit. I think they're deeper than that. All right, if there's any question in chat. All right. Yeah, they don't want the son to do it because they're trying to replace the man in the original dynamic. They don't care about him, per se. All right. All right, so after Sanctuary Falls, where do we and Bass go next? Mercenary Shenanigans. So I'm going to spoil this. I'm going to give major spoilers for this. And immediately after that, I'm just going to cut the stream. So if you don't want spoilers, feel free to turn off and don't worry about missing anything. All right. So this is a bit of a long explanation, right? But essentially what happens in the story is there's going to be a war for Sanctuary. And that's when the Whispers make their final move. And Vass is going to be handed a choice. Become become this archetypal Antichrist figure, a Lovecraftian monster, or let basically the last remnant of humanity die off. And I'm still trying to tinker out the exact details of the refusal, but it's going to be very similar to Berserk. I know I've never read Berserk, but I know everything about it just from the talk about it, and I was very interested in Griffith and his choice to sacrifice his friends. Now, that was probably, like, I'm not going to dispute Kintaro Miura on his storytelling by any means. I feel like, again, Hydrogen Bomb, Coughing Baby. But I was always fascinated by the what if. What if Griffith chose to forsake his dream and choose his friends? What if Griffith refuses the call? And what happens then? Because it's presented like, it's presented in that situation and what we know about the world that this is it. This is the end of the line for him, right? But, had we been introduced to the magic elements of the setting, like Shurkei in Flora and all that, maybe he could have been healed. Maybe they could have taken him to Elfland and he could have been healed. And maybe he could have rejected the call of destiny and still found a way to save his dream. And I wanted to tell a story where that was essentially what happens. Like, Vass refuses the call of destiny. Like, his entire life up until this point has been seeded with meaning and purpose, but it's evil. It's drawing him towards something evil. And he's going to refuse that call. And what I want at that moment is all the time travel shenanigans, all the portents of destiny cease. And when he refuses that destiny, he kind of becomes like any other person in the setting. And I kind of want to do an interesting commentary on that. The protagonist laden with destiny versus the protagonist who is trying to find meaning in a life of meaninglessness. And then we'll go back to meaning later, but I wanted to do that arc. And where's he going to go after Sanctuary? He is, and this is part of the reason, like, I named the book The Last Human, right? And there's hundreds of different meanings I have in that title that will become evident as the story progresses as it's gradually taking shape. We're about 5% of the way there. Because The Last Human doesn't live up to its promise from the very first chapter. You read this book and you read, okay, The Last Human. And from the very first chapter, you're introduced to Amon, who's the second human. So it's a contradiction in terms that's supposed to leave the reader questioning, okay, why is the story called The Last Human? And the first answer I give is we have descended in a state of decline to the point where humans aren't even really humanity in the setting anymore. They're transhuman. They're something else. And the tragic underlining the story about decline is that probably one of the most important battles was fought and lost before any of the characters were even alive. And it's sort of an original sin moment, if you will, where the characters aren't able to go back to that paradise that they lost. They're old. They're ancient. They can't go back to a time when the world was young. And people lived and died in the span of 80 years. They're and that was the first meaning. And there's others between here and now that I'll get into, but for where Vass goes after Sanctuary, that's when the story is going to live up to the name The Last Human. Where he is, as far as he knows, the last person in the galaxy who's a human. And that's where the story will take on the literal meaning of the title. And he's not going to go, I realized this very early on in the plot, that misery porn, unfortunately, people get very tired of that very quickly. he's not going to go to a dark place for the reader, but he is going to go to a very silent place where it becomes incredibly cold. He's not going to ruminate on his misery so much as he's just shut down as a person. And then you know the famous love interest that I've hinted about on Twitter. And people thought it was Leia because their imaginations have been so ruined by George R.R. Martin that they thought I was going for an incest plotline with that. But no, and this is one of the thematic things that I will draw out. Because Leia and this Sonia, that's her name, one of the things about them is they constantly force Vass out of his depression in varying different ways. They force him to take a look at the world that's not miserable. And for Vass, that's something very uncomfortable because he's very used to misery. He expects it. He's sort of like he's a black pillar. He's a black pillar. And for the first iteration, Leia reminds him. I know it's Star Wars. I guess I can say it's pronounced Leia. I'm gonna go with Leia from now on, so I never have to hear the word Leia again. Leia drags him out of that. And similarly with English, she drags him out of that. And with Sonia, she is going to be by the time Vass and Sonia meet each other, they're going to be very broken people. They're going to be very flawed people. Partly due to circumstance, partly due to personal choice. Actually, mostly due to circumstance, I would argue. Just because they've had a rough go of it. And what Sonia is going to be able to do is she is going to be a naturally happy person. And she is going to, despite being horribly damaged by her treatment under the care of some very malicious aliens, but through that damage, drags Vass out of that darkness. And similarly, Vass, while being a very cold person, is going to drag Sonia out of her personal demons as well. And that's sort of the romance I have set it up for like chapters 100 through 200 or whatever, is two very destroyed people slowly putting the pieces of themselves back together. And that's going to be the romance arc. That's going to be a very long arc. So we got two very long arcs coming up, and we haven't even done the War for Sanctuary yet. So yeah, this is gonna be a long one, guys. This is gonna be a long story. And people, never mind. People were very worried when I started posting Agnes Tachyon and saying, that's the literal last human woman in the galaxy, and that's gonna be the love interest. It's not that. It was a funny meme, right? But she is going to be crazy. I will put it like that. But she's not going to be Agnes Tachyon. I don't know if I want to. I'll go ahead and spoil this, but to give some context, what Sonia is going to be is, and to give like a context for the arc, is she's going to be kidnapped by aliens, and the aliens are like, she's part of the progenitor race. We want to make her into a warrior, despite that being completely antithetical to who she is and what she is as a person. But they want to make a prize out of her, an assassin. So that's what they do. And because she doesn't want it, they drug her up, and they use her as very maliciously. And by the time you get to the where Vass finally meets her, she's off the loony bin because they want her to enjoy murder and violence as much as possible. And Vass is going to be the person to take her off and help her discover that she's something more than that. And yeah, that's gonna be the story arc. Anyways, I'm gonna check chat one last time, and I think we're gonna sign off. Let's see. Yep, I think this is going to be it. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me for this stream. And, we're going to look into making this a regular thing. I always like talking, and it's good to do it off Twitter. All right. Let's go to StreamYard, and we're going to call it. Thank you, everyone.